Have you ever considered that an emotional state or a physical ailment could be linked to the house or the home you're living in? I actually haven't until I came across Vastu. What is Vastu? Vastu are the ancient teachings of architecture and living, which are over 5,000-year-old principles. It has to do with orienting the houses and the places we live in according to the cardinal directions, the proportions, geometry, and also mathematics in circumferences. Since everything is energy, like the ether, as soon we draw up walls and put a roof on top, we trap energy, and by doing so, this energy starts to create its own universe. And Vastu has given us the tools to harvest and guide this energy to our own benefit, or to the benefit of the people that would be living or frequenting these buildings. Vastu is also the term in Sanskrit for ever-living energy. We all know Ayurveda. Ayurveda is the Vedic, or are the Vedic principles for our physical well-being, where Vastu are the Vedic principles to do with the living and the architecture. By aligning the energies of the earth in the most beneficial way, it really can enhance the well-being of people and basically affect all the parts of our lives. An interesting test that has been led by a group from Dr. Jesse Mercer was the testing or the measuring of the heart coherence while meditating first in a normal house and then as the comparison in a Vastu temple. So the difference was quite astonishing, and the heart coherence in the Vastu temple was severely higher. Although this is not a scientific documented test, it showed in figures what the arrangement of a house can have as an effect on our physical and mental well-being. This test has proven that a Vastu house can have the same effect like a meditation on the people living within. So this is quite a remarkable attribute, I would say. The more we meditate, the more in accordance are the sinus waves, which is again the heart coherence. So the more agitated we are, or in the everyday life, in the stress, our sinus waves, they are quite jagged, where when you meditate, they start to mellow down and get more in harmony just by living in a Vastu building. What is also super interesting is the fact that many pyramids and political buildings have been built after Vastu. What I'm asking myself is, Vastu is having such a big influence on our well-being. How can it be that so few only know about this science? I hope you enjoyed my introduction to Vastu, and that it made you curious to find out more about it. I will be also sharing our website where you could read a lot more about the history and background, as well as booking a Vastu consultant. I will be also one of them on the website featured below.